Welcome to paradise. It's amazing. I'm so thankful to be here. It took me 50 years to be able to do this. And to save you the time, I am going to help you get there quicker. That's what I'm about, because I don't want people to have to go through the hell that I went through to figure all this out. Because there are some things that you really need to know before you're able to get to this kind of situation. Okay, so this video is the fundamentals of success, of a successful business. You know, be able to do the things that you want to do. You don't always need money, although it does help. And in order to get money, you need a successful business. So how do you get a successful business? There are people always are trying to do shortcuts. They're trying to cheat. They're trying to figure out ways to get it fast. The best way to get in, it's just like health with your body. Financial health, you can't cheat your way. There's no fast way to do it. You have to work. You have to do a long-term thing that takes a while, like planting a seed in the ground. You got to water it, and you got to wait, and you got to baby it, and you got to work its way up. Like raising a child. You have to take your time and do it right. There are some who, you know, the people that win the lottery, they get it overnight, they usually lose it again within a year because they don't know how to handle it. But anyway, one of the fundamentals, there's 3 fundamentals of success that you need to follow for most people to be successful in life and for it to work. And those are, and you're going to go, oh, I knew that. That's it. That's the big secret. Well, yes, it is. But you'll be amazed how many people are not following it. The 3 fundamentals of success in a successful business are: 1, you have to be good at something. 2, you have to enjoy it. And 3, it has to help other people in some way. Now, most people are good at one of those things, or maybe even 2, but not all 3. And they're wondering, why am I not successful? I used to be, as you know, I'm one of the world's, I was known as one of the world's fastest photorealistic painters. I could paint a painting to look like a photograph. And people thought, Marcus is going to be rich. He's going to be so rich doing this. And yes, I was in galleries, some of the biggest galleries around the world and stuff. But that's not how I got my success and all of my wealth and everything. I thought it was. I thought because I'm talented that I'm better than other people and therefore I'm going to get money. There's a saying that it's almost a cliche about the starving artist. And how many musicians and artists and people that have a lot of talent are out there with very little income? Having talent and having income are not the same thing. And I tried for many years to use my talent, what I was really good at, to make money. But you know what? And I did make some money at it, and I worked for the studios I worked in Hollywood for 20 years. But I wasn't happy. I didn't enjoy it. I was good at it, but I didn't enjoy it. And the energy that you secretly are harboring is going to affect your success in some way. Now, there are people that enjoy what they do, but they're not that good at it. Those people have a better chance than those who are really good at something, but don't enjoy it. Because the people that really enjoy something, they're going to try hard to work, and they're going to work at it, and they're just going to keep doing it until they get good at it, and then it's going to become second nature to them. So that's the second thing. You have to really enjoy what you're doing. And it has to be something you're willing to do for the rest of your life. So that's important. Those 2 are critical. They are crucial. Okay, so there are people out there that are good at something and they enjoy what they're doing, but it doesn't make any difference to anybody else. It doesn't affect anybody. They don't get anything out of it. You have to do something that helps other people. You have to create something or do something or offer a service that helps other people in some way. That is so important. Matter of fact, that's probably the most important one out of all 3. You can do something. You can play around and have fun all your life, but if it doesn't benefit other people in some way, or the world in some way, or if you don't create something that other people want, you're not going to go far. Other people pay money for things that they need or that they want. And you have to be able to offer them something of that. Now, some of you might be saying, but I don't have any, what could I possibly give the world? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a housewife. I'm just a guy with no talent, and everybody's got something. Everybody. What is it that people keep telling you? Are they telling you that you have I just love the way you talk. I just love the way you think. I love the cookies you make. I like the way you make me feel. Wow, you give massages unlike anybody I've ever, whatever it is. Everybody's got something. Some people just have a nice voice that calms other people when they speak. Well, that voice could make you a person that is really good at doing audiobooks or voiceovers on television, or you know who the most successful actors are in Hollywood? It's not the good-looking ones. They get a role every now and then, the pretty boys and the pretty girls. They don't, there are a few at the top, but 95% of them are, Hollywood is full of good-looking people who are so amazingly gorgeous, but they never get anything because there's so many of them. And you know who gets the most roles? It's the quirky ones, the weird ones, the ones that are old and wrinkled and or funny looking or have weird, like, they're called character actors. And they are like the bread and butter of Hollywood. They play the repairman, the weird neighbor, the cable guy, the truck driver, the bus driver. The ones that the real life living cartoon characters are the ones that get the most work. They are constantly working, whereas the pretty boy ones who want to be the main actors, they can sit there for 10 years and not get anything. So just because you think you have something that's, it's nothing special, well, that is maybe what makes you special. You have something unique. Everybody's different. Don't copy anybody else. But whatever it is that makes you unique, if people tell you they like to hear you tell stories, that you can monetize that. You could have a voice that's so soothing. You could go on YouTube and make ASMR videos and monetize that. YouTube is a great way to get started, to get known. And once you get known, your fortune doesn't come from YouTube. It comes from people that find you on YouTube and then offer you bigger things after that. That's just one way to do it. I mean, it could be so many things. Like I said, you have people over, let's say you're a woman, you're a homemaker, and you make good cookies or something. Those cookies could make you could have a line of cookies that you could start selling online, and then a store will find it and pick you up. I mean, it's endless. I mean, I could go on forever with ideas, but you get the idea. Whatever it is that you think is just normal and boring, that makes what is it that makes you unique with your friends? Start with that. What do the family members keep telling you? What do your friends keep telling you? My dad used to say, back when I was trying to be, an artist or something, and I would lecture him about his eating habits. And I said, stop that. Stop with the alcohol. Stop with the bread. Stop with the blah, blah, blah. And he'd laugh it and say, you should be a motivational speaker. And I go, yeah, right. How am I going to make a living doing that? Being a guy that talks, makes people feel good, roots them on. But you know what? That's what I'm doing. And that's not necessarily where my money's coming from, but it's what I'm doing for my main thing. I'm doing it right now. So you start with something. You start with something that you're good at. You start with something that you enjoy doing and don't mind doing for the rest of your life. And the third thing is that it has to help people in some way. After you get that ball rolling, then you can get into investing, which is what I started doing. I started with something that I could handle, that I was good at, that made other people feel good, that helped their lives in some way. I started making money on that. Even if it's entertainment, it doesn't have to be like, health stuff, like, eating right, being a health coach and all that stuff. I mean, it could be just, you make people feel good. You're funny. Be a comedian if you're funny. That's just whatever it is that you naturally do, that comes naturally to you, that you enjoy doing, that other people laugh at or cry at or whatever, are willing to pay for more of. That's how you start. And then once you start making your money doing that, then you start getting into investing and things like that, like what I did. So no, my big money doesn't come from the herbs and all that, that products. I do that because it helps people and it's something I feel like I'm doing good for the world, but the real money that I'm making comes from investing, but that doesn't happen until you've done the first few steps. So that's the other videos coming up. You use what you have to go to the next step, which go to the next step. So the way you make it in life, the way you become a success and be able to go to places like this and live your dreams is you have to be good at something, enjoy doing it, and it has to definitely be something that other people are willing to pay for, something that helps their lives in some way. I mean, look at Shark Tank. It's got people constantly coming up with ideas, and those ideas, the reason people are willing to pay millions of dollars for those is because it's something, even if it's a little tiny thing, that everybody needs. Everybody needs shoelaces, everybody needs toilet paper, everybody needs a little gadget that makes their life a little bit easier. So think about that. What is it that comes naturally to you? Don't force it. There's people out there that are really good at something, but they're not happy doing it. There are people out there that are, they're like the hippies. They just have a good time, but they don't have any money, they're always broke. So find a balance. You need to find a balance in there between just being free and happy, but what are you offering the world? Are you just using up resources and existing for 80, 90, 100 years, and then you die? But what have you done? What have you given the world? So make some use of your time on this planet. Figure out what it is that you are good at, enjoy doing, that can help others. And you're on your way to success, and you're able to be free. This is the reward. Being here in something like this is the reward for having helped others in some way. So that's my little thing. That's just the first of many videos on the road to success, because that's what real health is. Health starts with the physical. This is just your machine. This is just what drives you from A to B. Where are you driving with it? Where's this vehicle taking you? What are you going to do with it? And then there's the emotional and the mental, the driver, the state of mind of the driver. If you're mentally not right inside, you're going to drive in the wrong direction, and you're going to drive erratically, and you're not going to be much use. And then there's the payoff, the load that you're carrying that's going to help others. So financial health, emotional health, mental health, relationship health with others, and the physical health. Put all those together, and you've got a great package that's going to make you be able to live your dreams. And I'm going to help you get there with this channel, and I'm going to give you everything I can while I feel like it. So it took me a lifetime to figure this out. I mean, they could have told me this. And most of you have already known this stuff. I mean, I've heard this stuff my whole life. But when you're too young, you're so cocky and you go, yeah, I know that. But you really got to learn it. And you got to just go through the hard stuff to learn this. Hearing it is one thing, but understanding it and learning it for real is a whole nother thing. And it took me 50 years to finally get it. So I'm passing it on to you. So hopefully it won't take you that long. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. And start thinking about that stuff. Because I want to see you live your dreams, because it makes the world better. Over now.